you become a believer, you're connected to him. That's why in John 15 he says, if you abide in me and my words abide in you, you shall ask what you will, it shall be done unto you, because of the connection. And the connection is he's the vine, you are the branches. And every branch that is connected to him brings forth much fruit. And as a matter of fact, he says that the gardener purges the branches so that they can produce much fruit. He cut them back. Oftentimes, as Lady Malone talked about yesterday in a message, cut for purpose, cut out for purpose, there's a cutting that God does that does not conflict with the growth, but it complements the growth of the believer. So there's some stuff that God would allow you to go through in your life in order for you to become what he would have you to become. So in John 10:10, what Jesus does is he helps us to understand that even though he has a good intent for your life, that you do have an opposing force who has a mission and whose ministry is to preempt the plan of God and to throw your life off track, causing you to become a defeated soul as opposed to a victorious soul. And so in the New Living Translation, it is written like this: the thief's purpose, he says, is to steal and kill and destroy. My purpose is to give them a rich and satisfying life. You are not leaving here until you get your act together. You're not leaving here until you shake off the shackles of inconsistency and complacency. Can I tell you, you come to the wrong house today for staying the same. You're going to take your life back today. No, slap yourself. Give yourself a high five. Say, I'm taking my life back. I'm taking my life back. I'm going to do this today myself. Because your life is something that I can't give back to you. You have to take charge of your life. And make up your mind to do it today. But before we move to the solution, let's deal with the problems and the cracks in your human DNA that has you leaking fluids of failure on a consistent basis. Some of you are leaking failure all over the place. These are what I title as leaks that lead to an unhappy life and an unhealthy life. In the notes, number one, problem. Failed resources. That's number one. These are things that you put your trust in but found out too late that they were not as credible as their claim. You got to understand, it was Jesus himself who says, I am come that you might have life. But what the devil does, he creates diversions and temptations that make you think that there's something better than Jesus. Let me just help you understand something while you're young, because we've been young before, right, some of us? And now we older. Tell the truth. Anything but God is the diversion. Okay. Anything human, I don't care how fine it is, how cute it is, how much money it has, how good it twitch, how good it switch, what kind of curves it's got, it's all temporal. If you put your trust in something, you wasting your time. The word said, do not put your trust in princes and in kings, but put your trust in God. That's where your trust got to be. Commit your ways unto the Lord. He will give you the desires of your heart. But your problem is you have failed resources. You fell in love with the resource and not the source. So say failed resources. The second thing is false realities. Oh, boy, just welcome to Dr. Phil's house. False realities. These were things about yourself that you really believed were authentic self-realities, but once they were tested, you discovered an inability within you for handling the confrontation that was necessary for your victory. In other words, you thought you was all of that until you ran into a strong source of competition. And you found out that what you thought about yourself, what you thought you'd never ever do, I ain't gonna never do that. Not me. And then what happens is you perpetuate a criticism of other people. And child, ain't no way in the world I would never cheat on my husband. I would never cheat on my wife. I would never get high. Oh no, drinking and driving, please. Not me. I would never ever do it. Don't ever say. Wait till you get to heaven, then say what you didn't do. Then it won't matter then. Because as long as you're in this human body, there are some things that you're going to discover about yourself, and you will do some things in your life that you, okay, let me just take a poll. Is there anybody here other than me that has done some stuff that you thought you would never, ever do? Watch this. Put your hands down. Is there anybody here who done some stuff that you thought you'd never, ever do, but then after you did it, you said you would never, ever do it again, but when you looked up, you had done it again? Oh, I'm talking to somebody up in here. Yeah. Let me tell you something. You have got to take your life back. You got people walking around with pieces of your sexuality, pieces of your mind, pieces of your joy. Stand and lift your hands toward the heavens and call all that stuff back and say, I call back to me my integrity. I call back to me my joy. I call back to me my character. I call back to me my hope. Everything that I gave up, everything that let the devil take from me, you got to stand up in boldness and confidence and say, I call my dreams back. I call my healing back. I call my deliverance